My name is Maya. I'm 32 years old. I have a husband. Daniel is his name. Lily is the name of our daughter. She is 6 years old. We've lived together for 9 years. I really loved Daniel. It was easy for me to trust him. I thought he would never hurt me. I believed he was a good person. I was wrong, though. It was a Saturday. I stayed home to rest because I had a cold. Tonight is Jake's birthday, Daniel said. I'm going to be late. With a smile, I told her, okay, have fun. I watched some TV and went to sleep early. Things did happen while I slept, though. I learned something new, something that would make everything different. Daniel was quiet the next morning. During breakfast, he didn't say much. He checked his phone. He looked through the window. Are you okay? I asked. His answer was, yeah, just tired. But something didn't feel right. I kept a close eye on him, but he looked away. Nana, one of my friends, came over that night. She went to the same party. She looked scared. I wasn't sure if I should tell you this, Maya, but I saw something last night. I got cold out of the blue. What do you mean? I asked. Daniel. He was dancing with a close friend, not far enough. I saw him and his ex-girlfriend Clara kiss. The room turned around. I felt like someone kicked me in the gut. Are you sure? I spoke softly. She gave a slow nod. I stood by the door and waited for Daniel to come home. I didn't cry. Not yet. I told him, tell me the truth. Was Clara there? His face changed. He looked like he was frozen. I'm guilty. Yes, he said in a low voice. Did you kiss her? Keep quiet. A long, heavy void. Maya. This began. I was drunk. She was almost there. It wasn't planned. It took place right now. I told you. My voice was shaking. You kissed another woman, Daniel. He took a step closer. That was a stupid kiss. That's all. I love you. I love Lily. Please don't let this destroy us. I took his bag. I went to the door. Get out, I told them. This house is mine, and you made your choice. He didn't fight. He looked hurt. He did leave, though. Around that time, Lily was living with my parents. I was glad she didn't see us fight. She didn't need to see me cry or hear me yell. Daniel called me a lot after that night. A lot of words were sent. I love you, he told her. I'm sorry. Please give me one more chance. I didn't answer, though. Then his mom called. Please don't be mad, she said in a soft voice. Every man makes mistakes. My husband had a girlfriend at one point, but I stayed with him and now we're fine. It took me a moment to say, I don't want to live with a man who kisses other women. Think about Lily, she told him. A child needs her father. I said, Lily can still see her father, but I don't want him as my husband. Some people said I took things too seriously. Some people told me to forgive him, but they didn't understand how I felt. I didn't want to sleep next to a man who had kissed someone else. It hurt me. I was filthy. I felt by myself. I did still love him. Love alone isn't enough, though. It's more important to trust, and he broke it. I now live by myself with Lily. I'm not always glad, but I'm calm. Don't lie anymore. No more hurting. Daniel came to the house the next morning. He stood at the door quietly with my favorite flower, a small bunch of white lilies in his hand. His eyes looked worn out. He had a pale face. He didn't look like the sure of himself man I used to know. He looked hurt. Can we talk, Maya? He asked in a whisper. I wasn't sure what to say. I really wanted to close the door, but I opened it a little. He took a deep breath. I did a bad thing. I was by myself. It didn't make sense to me. But that's not an excuse. I was weak. I kissed her. I hate myself for it. I didn't raise my voice. You didn't just kiss someone. You broke our trust with a kiss. You hurt me in a way. He said yes. I understand. I just wasn't able to think straight. I wasn't drunk. I didn't get it. I only cared about myself. Now I'd do anything to get it back. You can't, I told her. You chose. I'm going to make mine now. He looked down. I miss Lily. I miss you. I miss you. I replied, you can still see Lily. You're her father. But I don't want a husband who betrays me. His hands were shaky. Plants were put on the porch by him. After that, he turned around and left without saying anything else. I couldn't sleep that night. I thought about everything as I lay in bed. He smiled at me, told me weird jokes, and brought me coffee when I had to study late at night. That was the first time we met. I thought of our wedding, simple but full of hope. I thought of the day Lily was born. He held her so lightly that she seemed like she was made of air. When I was having a bad day, he would cook me dinner. When Lily had bad dreams, he stayed up with her. He would sing lullabies off key just to make her laugh. He was a good person. Was. He felt like a stranger now. The days that followed went by slowly. I didn't answer when he called. I needed some space. I needed to be alone. He didn't give up, though. Every day he sent texts. Maya, I miss my family. I'm sorry. I need to sleep. I am unable to think. I love you. Talk to me, please. He sent a longer message one night. Now is not the time to forgive me. I'll wait, but maybe never. Not because I know you'll come back, but because I know I deserve to wait for the harm I caused, for the pain I caused. I will always love you and Lily. It was read 3 times. My hands were shaking. It hurt me that I still cared. Both of the things he did and the fact that I missed him hurt me. He came to get Lily the following weekend. Her eyes lit up as she ran to him. He gave her a new book in the same series that he used to read to her before bed. I stood back and watched as they laughed together. My throat got tight. He was still a good dad, but not a good mate. That night, after ice cream and swings in the park, he came back to talk. It was a soft voice. I'm not asking you to forget, but I want to show you that I'm better. I turned my head away. This can't be fixed with words. He said yes. After some time, I'll show you. The door was shut. It was weeks, then months. It was always the weekend when he came. Always on time and with a book or picture for Lily. Sometimes it's just his full attention. It stopped him from making big claims. He just showed up, calm and steady. He didn't try to get me to like him. He only tried to do better. I also saw that he started helping out at Lily's school events. He helped her do her work. He even learned how to braid her hair. He came early one sunny afternoon. Lily was outside having fun. He asked if he could help clean up the yard. I said yes. For a while, we worked without talking. He then told her, Maya, I love you still. I'm sorry I broke your heart, but I've been putting mine back together without any lies or excuses. At first, I didn't answer. You're not the same, he said. I see. You're stronger now, and I'm proud of you. But I want to earn your love back if you still remember us in any way. I saw him. He seemed quieter and older, not the man who kissed someone else, but also not the man I married. I took a quick look at Lily, who was chasing butterflies. Her laughing was rising like music in the air. I became softer in some way. You're not on my list because I need you, I told her. I've chosen you because I believe Lily can grow and that we can both get a second chance. He had tears in his eyes. Kindly, he held my hand. I said in a whisper, Maya, thank you. This doesn't erase the past, but it's a step forward. Are we a family again? Lily asked that night. We never stopped being one, I told her, as I kissed her face. Our only need was time to get back. Love is put to the test sometimes in painful ways. You can heal and forgive someone who has truly changed, but only after they have truly changed. Not to get rid of the past, but to start a new story. This story was fun to read. Please like, share, and follow if you did.